it's been a while. If you guys are doing alright. I have been crazy busy with work in general and also life. So okay, yeah, work in general life, just checking some bills, and it's been insane. I got a new desktop system basically. Previously I was on my sorry, I was on my laptop most of the time. So now got a new desktop system to kind of set up and make things a bit more performant, and also to get access to certain things anyway. So finally trying to get back to streaming as before. I think the last time I did one of these streams, we were working on something related to the templates, because I wanted to do like a create app kind of binary for the project, so that I can easily like spawn new projects with some pre-setup. And there were kind of already approaches to where you can basically use like GitHub templates or some auto setup, but I wanted to keep things rusty or pure native Rust as usual. So today it's mostly just trying to get that done, because apart from work and some studying, I've just been so busy to code. So the project actually has been somewhat in the same state I left it the last time on my last stream. So yeah, today I'm trying to do like an hour stream today, because I noticed that I tend to, so when I'm streaming, like I tend to be slow when I'm coding. So today I'm trying to like maybe do an hour stream, and probably maybe I'll record the rest, I'm not sure. And then I think after an hour stream I would just go into silent mode, turn off the camera, and just code without having to talk and explain things. Yeah, so it should be an interesting stream. So I think, so let me see. Yeah, where I left off, it was, no, sorry, not where I left off. Actually, so did this stream live? I'm not sure. So I would expect that I should start to see indication that I'm live, right? Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, so the stream is live. I probably need to update. Yeah, you can hear my son in the background, right? He's having fun. Not being easy being a dad, huh? That's fun. Yeah, so I should update the details of the stream just so it matches. Yeah, so yeah, DevServerCore internal project templates. Okay, so I'm just gonna update the stream a bit, description, so that it makes more sense. So today, stream is looking into how we can build out a simple but effective create app setup for the project. So we can create new projects easily using a similar React semantics. Oh gosh. think that should have that should have that. That should have that kind of looking good. Alright. Alright. So updating the string is good. Let me see how I look live. So updating the string. Oh, okay. That's pretty alright. I'm not sure if the rendering is high quality though. Let me mute the music. It does kind of look a bit lacking in quality for me though. I'm not sure. See my eyes? I'm not sure, because it's a new system, right? So I'm not sure if my streaming setup is the correct thing so far. So I might need to, yeah, it is kind of outputting like, I'm not sure if I change this later to kind of output the same resolution as my screen. It is kind of a bit reduced, to be honest. So probably, yeah, probably something I need to look into, because I'm putting the output to 7, like it's only 720p. I would expect that this would have increased the overall quality up to like maybe 1080. So that's not right. I'm probably gonna maybe pause this stream and check out my OBS settings, just trying to make this better. Yeah, probably that's what I should do. That quality sucks. So probably just give me a minute. I'll be right back. Try. It's giving me a warning, but I don't know what that warning is for. Okay, you need to change. Oops. Oh, yeah, here. Okay. Yeah, I would love to change. Okay, you need to change your resolution. Can I close this? It would be nice to kind of close this now so I can see. Okay, so you need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is, which is not supported, so this configuration is 1280. Okay, 1280/70. Super odd. Yeah, let me fix this. Probably. Alright. Probably need to change some things here. Yeah, I'll end the stream. live again. I think this is. Okay, I'm still live. The resolution is still 720p. I'm not sure, maybe that like streaming resolution, and probably maybe later Google is gonna up the overall output to something better. Because this is whack. The quality. How let me send myself this link? See what it looks like on mobile. It's super odd. Yeah, new system, new stuff to figure out. So it's part of life. Okay, so what does it look like? Okay, so what does it look like? The resolution is still 720p. I'm not sure, maybe that like streaming resolution. Probably maybe later Google is gonna up the overall. I mean, it's a bit better. Something better. I just probably need to increase the quality. Something better. We need to increase. Yeah, I need to increase the font size a bit more because this is a bit small. Yeah, this is way smaller than I thought. Yeah, let's try that. Alright, let's see how that improves overall view quality. That's way better. Yeah, that's way better. It is a bit mighty big though. I didn't think it was gonna be that super big when I was initially configuring, but I mean it's streaming, right? So I think overall this kind of makes sense for what I want, and then I can always just. I don't know. Can I improve the font size of this a bit? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's all the code that matters. We can do the stuff later. Yeah, overall, I think this is okay. I think the way it's gonna work is probably just Google's gonna upscale the stream after I'm done with it, and that would improve the overall quality. Because the maximum right now is 720p, and I'm kind of hoping that it will do 1080, because that would be, I think, minimum. So count all that, but it is a stream, right? So probably that's the reason. Alright, okay, so great. Alright, let's see this. Oh, I'm gonna kill the browser because I don't want to take too much. I think it's already good the way it is. Yeah. So last time the last time I was looking into this, I was having some structures I wanted to set up, and the goal and idea was like I'd imagine in my head that okay, so initially what I had in my head was like a template-based system, and the goal was the template-based system would allow me to kind of write basically stuff in code like this, as you can see right here, because basically that's what I'm using as well, whereby you can mark certain parts of the code with like template formats. And then the cool thing is split this, split down, and maybe just maybe templates, HTTP, app, yeah, main source. That's what I want. Great. Yeah, so the goal was like, I mean, the goal is like actually it's not was, it is still go, is for certain things, right? Like the directory, like this. Yeah, some things like this. Then I could just do like project directory. And the cool bit of it is basically like then while we are creating the project, this information are kind of farmed out, which is basically like maybe when you do like the create binary, which I think I should have already, yeah, I have created here. Yeah, but it's empty. And basically it would pass the content through these guys, through the template system, marking it with the respective, I guess, path and content. Content is really just like a text stream, template, whatever, and then output the final. So the benefit of this is any project gets these. So basically, as far as the Rush project, I can like plug in certain things that are unique to the project that aren't specific. So that's how I've been thinking about like setting this up roughly. So I think today's work mostly really about just thinking about how to get that to work. Because like I said, it's been a while that I have worked on the project and I am a bit fuzzy. I think one of the issues I had with this, and I think maybe that's why I didn't because I noticed that I basically implemented these two. Like if you look at the execution, it's really just sorting out the directory and the file enums on how they should work. But I never really got down to like the makefile, JS, CSS, Rust. And the whole idea was like these things were like each was supposed to like, well, maybe less like these things were supposed to somehow have some support of formatting, so that maybe use like a lot, so that once you mark content as Rust, CSS, JS, then whatever content is generated at the end is also formatted. I'm hitting a roadblock with this. While these two might be easier to do, this is not so easy like that. And I'm not sure, because the underlying desire for me is here's the content string, right? And before I write it to a file, I like to format it. But Rust FMT isn't a library I can call, unlike Go's. So I'm thinking maybe what I would actually need to do is, in my head actually, is probably, if I implement this, is like after the file is written, then call Rust FMT on the file, and then pass the output of Rust FMT to the user, especially if there's errors in there, which would be weird because I'm creating a project, so I don't think the user should be having errors in there. It should be more like I have coded the templates in a way that makes sense to most, and so like they should just be formatted, which is the hard part, right? And that's why I think after looking at some other projects on how they do kind of create app, I'm thinking of like instead create like a templates, create or directory, and then in there will be like different types of projects in real Rust code, for instance. And then the benefit is I can still apply the overall case of templating, like basic templating, not a lot of crazy stuff, but basic templating to replace certain things in there so that they look more sensible. And this part is interesting because how would I know the binary name? for the project itself. Alright. So that is gonna be a super interesting bit. Anyway, that aside, I think the first part to figure out is how to get this generation of project in the first place, and then go from there. So the key idea is, I think I'm just gonna, there's this project called Rust Embed. Create, that I can use to kind of embed a bunch of directories right into a Rust project, and it nicely supports directories. And I actually already used this before, and then I can basically use to do certain things the way I like to. So I have a bit of template in here, and this one's more like a wrapper for Mini Ninja and Tiny template, so that when I use them, or when someone else uses them, or uses the macro itself, which it's kind of, they don't need to supply it in the create dependencies. So I'm wondering, this template macro, wondering if I should change the name of these things, because it's like every template's macro. Probably maybe not. I'll just leave them as is. We have temple, which is where we are. This is under the temple project and supports all of this. I think for now, I'm just gonna do this one. There's no implementations for them anyway. Just need to follow with those being available. Yeah, probably I would just create a new project called Templator, and Templator would be responsible for taking the contents of this path, which I think when the project is built would kind of take whatever contents are here, and then use the Rust Embed project to kind of embed them into the project. Maybe not necessarily the project, maybe pass it in. Yeah, pass it in. I think that makes more sense. So it's more flexible. Pass it in. I just and then I'm thinking maybe I should add it into temple itself. I think that makes more sense. So probably I am going to, I'm just gonna add it into temple. So I think. I did some setup, but it's just, guess my configuration for that isn't yet properly done. And I changed some of this some time ago. I'll figure it out. Okay, so for now, we just do Node.rs. We just do like so I would save file, and then we can copy all this into. And you would notice that this stuff is way faster now compared to before. Usually I always have issues with the speed, especially when the Rust compiler is running with Z. But with the new Dexter system, which is, I guess, more performant, the whole experience is just way better and smoother. And so use files. I think you can just load files. And use files. This is correct, right? I haven't forgotten syntax code now, have I? Feeling so rusty. Okay, Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Feeling so rusty. It's been a while. I haven't coded a bit in Rust, and I almost forgot how the syntax again. And I think that's the important part, right? You can't just stop coding, and because at some point in time your brain just, especially because I do Python a lot more these days, especially at work. So my thought process is just that, and sometimes in a personal project you kind of have to come back and just try and get back into the flow of things. Alright, so we got the files, which now contains the file and its template system. So yeah, I think what I would like to do is, I don't want to call it, I like to give it a name that's descriptive and sensible. Yeah, I would just say package.rs. Yeah, so yeah, mode package, abuse package, and then export out the contents, because I don't want people to have to say temple package blah whatever. It's just easy, simple to say temple. No. Yeah, implements project generation. Yeah, Rust embed provider that contains, I think that like this, that contains all the necessary templates, files, and directories required to be generated for a project. Ooh, I feel like my brain is kind of vision up now with having to type. So yeah, so I think one of the things I was looking at, because I am not sure, I think maybe it might be good to kind of, especially just be able to do so. DevServer actually has this somewhat set up. Yeah, I have it in accent, and I basically used a bit of including here, right? Or not? Really? Okay, so I use include bytes here, but I didn't. I thought I did. Okay, I guess I kept this simple. So I should have like a sample project in here in the examples that I was using for reload checks. Yeah. So here it is. So basically, this is Rust embed creates usage, and basically I'm just saying like there's a directory called public, prefix it as static, and then generate out the code that would have all the content embedded that I can then call, as you can see, with static HTML, which is basically like if you look into the directory, you will see the static HTML down there, which is basically is a great way to just create like a single binary of all your project and host them as a single binary, which is nice. But that also means that you also have to deploy a new binary when you have to update project, which is to be honest sometimes way better. It's just easier to deal with. All right, so what? So yeah, so what I'm trying to understand is, so let's see. Does Rust embed? Okay, yeah. Will it expand the macro for me? Oh, sorry, Z rather. Oh, yes, it does. Sweet. That's what I wanted. So the thing is, oh, this is really nice. Actually, this is really a nice code to look at. STD options, Rust embed file. Okay, that is super interesting. Actually, embeds them right in the get. So it must be, oh yeah, it uses the get every, okay. That is super, so it create, I think this is why I like Rust, because you can create like this multiple implementation blocks. Every single thing doesn't have to be like in Java, like in a class, where in Java you can only have one class definition for a type. But in Rust, you can have like multiple implement blocks that can contain different things, which kind of allows you to do a lot of magic, or maybe not magic, or like meta programming with stuff. And basically, what this does is like it creates this new block that basically has, I guess, an exported get method that contains all the embedded files in the project and the underlying binary, and then allows basically even more implementation details. Okay, with a feature flag, like I guess maybe if you don't allow debugging, if the debug is allowed, then it uses this. If it's allowed, it uses something more detailed. So like optional compiling. It's super interesting that there are like 2 implementations. I'm not sure why, but so this is the interesting part, right? So basically, what we need to do is, so one of the things I was worried about is how do I get the definition for what Rust embed creates? Because the last time I was looking at the project, it's not like it has like a certain trait. So if we go to the docs, so it doesn't have like a trait as far as I understand. It has. I was the fool. Okay. It has. Yeah, so it has a trait. Okay. So I guess I didn't look at it well. So it has a trait, so we can basically use the trait definition and basically require someone to supply that. I don't think we need to wrap. I'm just sticking to myself. I don't think we need to wrap this thing or kind of make it internal. So we just need to have on the line. You want bread? Yes. Okay. Alright, here you go. Have fun. Yeah, my son. Alright, so it has a trait I can use to kind of define the definition of things a bit. Would be nice. Yeah, which would be nicer. Definitely way nicer. Okay. The sun is coming up and things are getting hot. Especially with the lights. So it has a trait that I can use. I don't think I need to wrap it yet or anything like that. That is basically too early. So basically, this kind of makes sense that we can say, so we have a package, generator. I think that makes more sense. But it's a struct. And package generator can then, I need to sample. We need to add Rust embed in here. Okay. Have some 30 yes, sure. Okay. Traits. I like to embedding. I like to usually put some markers around just to make things easier to understand. Very nicer. Okay, so so I would just use like the 8.5. I think that should be fine. So Rust embed. We'll put 8.5. And we can do 0.8, so it keeps always updating now. Wait. Oh, sorry, 8.5, then 0.8. Yeah, 8.5. I think we can just do that. This way, it just keeps updating until the under the 8.5 final version. Sorry, 8.5. Yeah, on the 8.5 minor version. I mean, you get all the latest changes since it won't be breaking anyway. Yeah, I think that works. So should be able to. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I need to figure out why that is misbehaving that way. So a web platform, because I changed my. This is interesting, right? I changed some key bindings, and I don't know if like option tab has some custom. Okay, so yeah, sorry, this doesn't need type. This is pub. So okay, enough files, key maps. All right, but I also need to see the default key maps as well. So buffer. It's kind of cool. Some of my old key bindings, because I put it on my sentence over, still works. But some don't. I don't know why. So let's see. Alt plus tab. Or Alt tab. Is there like something set up for Alt tab? I kind of miss the VS Code capability to kind of just type a key and see that. Okay, so terminal. These are the defaults. Is there anything that's causing that? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe it's in there. Tab? Is it a space tab? Nope. Okay, look at it in here as well. But yeah, I really miss the ability to kind of in VS Code whereby you can just type a key and see all the key bindings related to that key. Here it's not that easy, because listen, I mean, look at this. It's basically like duplicating and generating random. Okay, well maybe this is an Ubuntu or something. I don't know if my settings have some. Let's see. Maybe there's some interesting stuff that I have on. That might explain this, because I removed that to kind of hopefully free that from. I don't think I have doing anything else with Alt tab now. So Alt tab. There's only Control Alt tab. There's Control Alt Escape. There's a Control tab. Yeah, nothing about Alt tab. Yeah. Okay, launch terminal, Control Alt T. Accessibility or Alt Super JavaScript. Yeah, nothing exactly that is like Alt tab in here. So this is a Z specific behavior. Probably maybe it's just switching the letters, just to know. Let's try the other way around. Tab plus Alt, tab, Alt, tab space Alt. I don't know. And I know in my own key bindings I should have. Yeah, this is that should be mine. suppose I should have set up something similar to this. So let's see. Tab T. Yeah. Tab B. Tab Ctrl A. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I swapped it. Ooh. Okay, so I actually swapped it to Alt A. Is that it? That's super weird. It's already in there anyway. But let's try. Sorry. Oh yeah, but Alt A is also configured for this. That's Alt C. Sorry, not Alt A. Yeah, quick hands. So. Okay, that's good. Alt A. Oh, ooh, okay. Yeah, I made some changes, so that's why. There should be tab. Okay, so let's see. CD. Okay, good. It's working. So yeah, in VS Code, because I swapped. I'm using tab for custom key configurations, and so that kind of made it impossible for me to do autocomplete anymore. So in VS Code, actually, I bound it to Alt Tab, but I guess maybe I was getting annoyed with that, and I changed it to Alt A, which is like autocomplete. I mean, I get it, but Alt Tab is ingrained, so I was expecting that to still work. So yeah. Okay, that's good. So, which also brings an interesting question of the pain. What about the create directory, creating new file? Because I know I had those set up, and all of a sudden I can see them work properly. Or maybe I didn't have it, or I didn't push. Aha, probably I did not push. So yeah, the new file. Okay, no. Oh yeah, I did. I probably didn't push whatever updates I made on my previous system, so that explains a lot. Means I have to set up those again later. It's not paramount anyway. But at least it worked, so I know that is good. Alright, friends are having fun. So yeah, so my base plan is this would have basically a Rust embed. Rust embed. Yeah, probably like directions. Yeah, so it can have the Rust embed structure. I need to yeah, so cargo view. I need those. Perhaps you meant Rust and oh, I didn't spell that correctly. Okay, my bad. Yeah, Python life, I'll call it. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I gotta. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Is that correct? Probably not. Oh, okay. It looks correct. Basically the same. Okay. Go to declaration. Should work, right? No, does not work. Why? Huh? Why doesn't that one work? No, these are small things. It's not critical. So why is my rest analyzer not picking stuff up? Ooh, okay. Unresolved import crate. Rust embed. Am I using it wrong? It looks like it. No. Rust embed. Touch. Embed. And then rust embed. Use of undeclared crate. And I have package in here, so it's not like. Okay. So what is the dilemma? Let's see. Okay, why are you being stubborn? Maybe they. Okay, let's contribute again. Use of undeclared crate. Am I not in the correct car? Sacre bleu. How do you know? It is my fault probably. Okay, I didn't think we need it here anymore because that doesn't make no sense. So, yeah, so it has to be, it was in the it was supposed to be temple. Why is okay? We are temple cargo. That's what I said. What happened? Why did I miss that? Okay. Tracing. Am I using futures on this? I don't remember using any of that, to be honest. Probably some stuff else. Survey. Yeah, so I think template crates and files embed. So we can just put this here, and that explains why I was getting the error I was getting. Yep. Tracing tasks. Futures? I do not know. I don't know. Am I using futures anyway in here? I don't know. I could be. In tasks? No. So why? Bye. There's no need for that. I wonder, does Z have a compute allow me to run commands? Brush. It'd be nice if I could set up like custom commands. Probably I need to check the cargo docs. Sorry, the Z docs for that. Yeah, I know. It's a trait, so I need to. It needs to be dynamic. Is it dynamic or whatever? Yeah. So basically, I think we can save this. I don't know why those look unsaved. Something happened. I don't know. Yeah. So for this, we are just gonna put it in our arc. Maybe we can box it. I don't think most things are going to be accessible. So I think just put it into a box for now. It's alright. Super interesting. But I know it can be made into an object. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna add a dynamic version of a trait to it. I'm a bit embarrassed, to be honest, because I have fixed this before, but I my memory is inputted. I had. Actually, you can put it in arc, but I should be able to just box it. Yeah, I should be able to box it, right? Let me see. I can't remember, but I'm sure it will come to me. I mean, the generators can arc it, but do I need to use an arc? Can't I box it? If I want to box it, I'm going to have to use a reference, but I don't want to use a reference because then that require lifetimes, and I don't want to deal with lifetimes right now. So something. Yeah, before I give up, let me just see. I know I have dealt with this before, which was annoying. This is older code, and I know I wasn't doing like exactly. I can box a trait. So why is it in a puddle of that? So let's go back to this and see what's up. So why am I being? I'm not sure because I know I saved this at whatever. It's not important. So why can't I box? What is the problem with boxing? The Rust and the trait. Oh no, right? Really? Go to sorry. Package, yeah. So go to declaration. It's a trait embed, Rust embed. Why is it saying the trait embed can be boxed? Okay, yeah. Time Rust embed. The trait embed. Made into an object cannot be. I think my Rust analyzer is not behaving correctly. This is what I am thinking. Because this doesn't make no sense. Any sense, but I think I'm preferring to say no sense right now. It feels like nonsense. Okay. The trait embed cannot be made into an object. Well, I'm not trying to make. What is wrong with Rust Analyzer? Okay, let's be Rust embed. Am I missing something? Is there something in the embed? Pub use Rust. It's embed. Okay, that's why it's complaining. Okay. Why? Okay. So here is the long thing. For a trait to be object safe, which is true, It needs to allow being the vtable to allow the code to be resolvable dynamically. Blah blah blah. So that was fine. And the trait cannot be made into an object because associated function get has no self parameter. The trait cannot be made into an object because associated function iterator has no self parameter. Interesting. This is my first time actually facing this type of error. Yes, I know. If you were coding in any other language, then Rust, you don't have to deal with this, but this is part of the Rust life, so it's okay. Okay, so how long have I been streaming for? I need to know because I think probably if we solve this and I'm past an hour. Let me see. Yeah, so let's see. How long have I been streaming for? I don't think it's up to an hour based on what I know. Yeah, just 46 minutes. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Alright. We can kill that now. Alright, so it is an interesting Ross explain. Okay. Let's see. This is the first time I'm actually going to be using E0038. Okay. So some traits are not. So I'm reading it around here. I don't know if I can select where my mouse is. Some traits are not allowed to be used as trait object types. The traits that are allowed to be used as trait object types are called object safe. Attempting to use a trait object type for a trait that is not object safe will trigger error 03. Some general aspects of trait objects give rise to this restriction. Dynamically sized types, trait object of this type can be through the pointer used to access the trait object is paired with an extra pointer to a virtual meta table or vtable. This implements dynamic dispatch of the objects. Okay, the specific conditions that biology objects say follow most of which relate to missing size information vtable. The trait requires self-sized. Okay. Okay. So what I can do, one thing I can do is maybe do a type, a type that it kind of forces trait definition. I just don't know if that makes sense. So we can give it a shot. So let's say we do like a pop type package embedder, and then we can say it's a box. I think this is Rust allowed. So I'm not sure. So say embed and do sized. Probably not. Anyway, so what I wanted to do is basically I'm just going to use a type declaration on this and say it must implement this type and it must be object safe, and then I can do dynamic that. I'm not sure if that is also allowed, so let's see. Find this type parameter. Expect found type parameter not a trait. Okay, what happened? Happy? Anyway, so basically what I thought I was going to have to do kind of kicked. This idea doesn't work because it's a type parameter, not. Although you can say a type parameter must implement certain trait based on Rust type declarations or generic type declarations, but I guess I can do that. So what we're going to do is that we are going to do what is. I can't. Yeah, we're gonna have to implement our wrapper. around basically we need to implement our own wrapper around the actual element that is going to be the one to have the Rust embed. And the benefit of that is that we can then say really, like I said, there are two ways I'm thinking I need to solve this problem. Is that first is I implement like a wrapper struct that it expects another trait that has certain methods that use self. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, so basically it's going to you can generate your own embedding type. I think this is kind of working in circles because the issue is we need to be able to pass in. Okay, let me give an example. Let me give a clear example so we can see. So we have struct assets, right? Struct assets derives embed, which is a crate that the Rust embed kind of defines. But as you can see, the methods don't have self, so they don't have any reference to the order of those methods. So therefore, there can't be a vtable or virtual table that Rust can use to kind of define the expected contents of that type. Well, we need to be able to pass these assets over and say this T implements this, right? So that we can get those methods. I'm not sure how to go about doing that. I'm not sure. The hope was to make this passable around, right? Yeah, the trait is not objective, so now we know. I wonder, is there any example? Okay, how to wrap a non-object safe trait? So I'm out of ideas. Ooh, I guess I'm not the only one who has dealt with this, who has had to deal with this before. So let's see. So necessary cookies. Let me log in. Alright, I think we can expand this a bit. Yeah, so ordinarily I encountered the issue when it tends to create a Iranian parallel trader that a flat vector was applied to a dynamic number of times. Okay, so rare and true but things get iffy. Requires tab the implemented to be sized, making them non-object safe and thus impossible to pass around as trait objects. Thus the following isolation does not work. Yeah, because you can use that. Into parallel trader. Okay, I think someone suggested something. It's wasn't worth the limitations to make things object safe pretty early on. I can't even remember all the places that we took advantage of that anymore, but I think there are many. But it'd be a breaking change to change it now. Let's close this issue. Alright, if you do want a trait object, you may be able to create your own trait that offers just the methods you want and implement it for your own new type. Trait my type, trait some parallel iterator T. Yeah, which is what I was talking about, right? Like the T implements parallel iterators, which was what I was trying to do here. So what is the dilemma? Okay, let me see. Yes, it's not. Oh, sorry. It wasn't a trait object, so I don't need to. Oh, I was right. Right. I was just too dumb to realize the way I really was wrong. Okay, so we are using a generic type definition to say a package generator. All right, there is a type that you would get, and this type must implement the Rust embed or yeah. So Rust embed. I like to use the real one. Rust embed trait definition, which is Objective-C. The nice thing is we can then implement. We can give it a type and say this type implements this, and I think it's okay to not. But how does that solve the object safety issue? That's a good question. Like the why behind this. Then you can have bugs dying my trait, presumably. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we would still need to wrap it because I would prefer this to be object safe actually. So what we can do is say pub trait directorate. I like that one. Yeah, directory. And then according to the statement, directorate can. Yeah, this is still like going round and round because how do I pass the thing that actually would then have the directorate to have it? Because I'm not really basically implementing the type again, which makes no sense, right? Trader copy ACD out, add up to the first item. Which would be something like okay. To pass this in, but I mean the type definition still kind of works because again I am not forced because now I'm saying package generator takes a type. The type must implement Rust embed, right? So all we're saying is whatever. So the object safety, I would say. Oh, I think my son's coughing. Based on what I understand, the object safety is going to come from the fact that whatever type implements a Rust embed would be object safe. So this should work, right? Because basically all we're saying is package generator is going to get a type, which still works, and we can say assets, and maybe then think of it this way as like we can say package. So it would be like struct, I can just write it here, struct assets. I wonder if I can do it in test. Okay. This is that bad. Is my memory so far gone? Yep, it's really far gone. Okay, so basically we can do something like this. So let's say we have in here, let's say use Rust embed. embed. I don't care. You can just use that one. And then pub struct. No, we don't need to. It doesn't need to be struct. Struct directory. And I would like to put something in here that I can use to test. Okay. Don't know what to call the directory. Test directory. Samples. Okay, samples. Assets. Test directory. And then maybe just put in just a text file in here. But okay, we can just do readme. Yeah, just say just to validate specifics of the behavior, the assets, embedding package generator. All right, so we can then be nicely do derive embed. We can just do like along. Yeah, I'm running this, and I can then say folder test directory, and then we can then say test validate can create package generator. Great. So yeah, so use super, just bring everything in, and new directory. Will that work? Give me a minute. Funk. Directory. I wonder if it has a default. I could be wrong. Can't mean into an object, so I think this is gonna definitely fail. Default. Okay, so let's say directory. So let's assume the generator. Alright, so we can then do and directory. Okay. Implement T for package generator. PubFN new cell where T of T and cell directory T. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so let us play around. Let's see. Can we get this to work the way I think it should be? I could be wrong. And we can actually do something extra, right? We can say default as well, which would then allow me to do implement. Yeah, just implement equals default for that. I don't know if yes, it does work. Yeah, and then we can do self directories and t default. Yes. We can be lax here. So to say this, I don't know if I could do like an extension to type definitions and implement blocks. I haven't tried it before, so I'm not sure. So let's see. Works? Okay. All right. Ready? Yes, I think we can just do that. I can remove this because it's kind of annoying. Just say default. Okay, lovely. All right. Yes. So I think we can then say embed. All right. Maybe I'll just put constructors in. Yeah, I'll put constructors separately. And it's okay. Sorry. Alright, so get asset. I'll get file. So yeah, then we can be self, just a reference. Okay, and then say file, target file, which would be an S. Why are we using S? Because I want to be economic and say whereas rust embed embedded file, whereas is the into string. Yes, I know. Just calm down. Select. Oh yeah, that's true. Should be an option. Okay, so match self directories. Get. That's the thing, right? You can't do .get. It's not object safe. Usually it's type, right? This is the interesting part. Wow, this is gonna be fun. Like I said, let me show you what I'm saying. Remember when the comment said the derive, which is this guy, is not object safe. So it means that, right, I can have this struct that implements this, but it doesn't have, it can, the trait definition can be, let me not get above myself. Let's see. Test directory. But readme .md. Let's just see. Okay, item. I guess we can just return it. Like it's general wrapping. Okay, so this, there is no method for that because it's on the type, which is the interesting part, right? Like, I would think, and it implements the okay, because it's on the type, because it doesn't have self, so we can't really reference it by an instance of the struct, right? So in this case, what we need to do is say not self, sorry, but t, right? This t, which is the type, but I can't use it. Oh yeah, sorry. T must implement that. Sorry, not T must implement, because T implements Rust embed, which has methods which are not on the instances of the type, but the type itself, which is an object safe. But we get the ability to use that to do whatever we want to do. Now, if the struct implements some extra methods, that's fine, nobody cares. All we care about is the methods of the type. We got it to work the way I would like it to work anyway. So we can do it expects a string, so I guess I can do target file into. I think that should work. No? Okay, I guess a string should work. Alright, so basically we can then come down here and just do this assets. I want to do just a plain asset, but I need to do an asset match because that's not gonna work. So matches generator get file. Oops. No, sorry, I can type it again. Test directory readme, put on D, and accept that it's a option. It's a sum, right? I don't know if I can do a plain empty. Oh, I can. Alright, so we can call this out. So cogger test. Package. Yeah, temple. No capture. I like to see it's package ID is tempo. Oh yeah, sorry, it's a weak tempo. Do I have a practical time? That is a super odd matter. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Super is just gonna be suitable here. Yeah, that's solve that issue and so forth. And I probably need to rename that to be more specific to set, but let's see. So what is the error? Why is it an okay and then a blow up? I'm very, very confused. 2 passed, 1 failed. Okay, why did it fail? What was the dilemma? No, at least it panicked, it didn't fail. So, okay. It's just interesting. Did it panic because of the asset, which is the usual? Or did it panic because of something else entirely? Okay, let's expand macro, see what's up. Expand macro, what's going on? Huh. Okay. Am I missing something, or did I do something wrong? It's well, alright. So when I did expand macro here, that's super odd. What's going on? Okay. Okay. Maybe I need prefix it. So prefix static, just to validate that it's not an issue of okay. Sorry. Why is the expand recursive? Oh, sorry. Okay. Static. Oh, okay. It has to be a read. Okay. So yeah. So as I thought, it was more like I don't really need this, to be honest. Unless I want to prefix it, I think it's okay. But why was it panicking? I mean, I know it should panic if it's not sum, but the error of okay, as set unwind. Yeah, but you gotta say. Oh, I didn't read the top one. Yeah, sorry. So it is correct. It's working. It's just yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna stop here today. I mean, we got what we wanted. I'm not sure we need this anymore because honestly, I'm just in this type T for the sake, which means I may kind of just delete this. Yeah. So basically, I don't need this anymore. So what we can do is just wrap it in a phantom data, which is kind of like a way of using the type so that Rust doesn't complain that the type is not being used. Yeah, right? And be like data, and it's like phantom data the default. I need to bring it in, right? Can I find phantom data in scope? Yeah, just import. Oh yeah, so yeah, so we can actually just, we don't need this, not anymore anyway. So for now, I will just leave it out. Yeah, probably just. But this also kind of means that we now are stuck to use this every single time, right? Because we need that for this. So what we can do is maybe do a package generator inner, so we can hide this away. Yeah. So rename. So maybe do inner, so that we can hide the details of this one away. I can remove the generator because I don't need that anymore. And no, we can just not make it pop. We can make it pop crate. So it's only available within the crate, right? And what's the problem? Well, that's the interesting thing about Rust, right? Like I'm using it in test, but it always says, "Oh, sorry, this code isn't being used. What is the problem? Use it." So I usually just have to allow dead code just to get over the warning. And now the nice bit of this is, and I actually learned this looking for at the internals of the Rust project, is that we can then do pop struct package generator. I feel like this is going to shoot me in the butt again, because I'm trying to escape defining this, so that I don't have to keep adding methods to it and then have to require that the implementation of the type itself requires the Rust generator, right? So I'm thinking maybe I would need to make this public still, so that the person who wants to use it can like do package generator or whatever, which is fine. And then this would just expect the package generator inner that requires type. Yeah, then I can escape this. Yeah, I don't think I can escape this, because the type information is rather important. I mean, that's the underlying key that makes this work. Everybody quite well, unless I indicate that, yeah, unless we do what that person was suggesting, like define our own trait that kind of has like this methods definition in there, and then we that's annoying. So what I'm trying to escape is a way to not have to include this every single time I'm doing an implement block, right? And my thought was, if I made this like an inner struct that is only within the crate, I can wrap it with an outer one that doesn't need a type definition, T in this case, but which can work, but T needs to be defined somewhere. It needs to be fed in somewhere. Now there's a way, maybe I can do it in the method of the class to say, oh, this is the type of T you're using. But everywhere else, that means that every other method must now have T going along, because, well, no free lunches, right? So you can either define it at the top of the package, or you can define it in the inner one. Yeah, right? So that's the folly of my idea. Yeah, I don't think we can escape that. And it's alright, it's not the end of the world. And it's important because it's part of the important bits I need anyway. So yeah, this is not necessary. So we can just turn the name back. We don't need the constructor anymore because we already define. I guess we can say it is constructor as well because it's default. Yeah, we just bring that in. everybody's happy, test passes. And now we have a way to say, oh, I have struct you don't know about of a type T, which is going to be asset in this case, and use it this way and say, oh, a package generator for assets, which is where the directory, which is where we embed all the contents of the templates will be, and then I can then use this to create this tower of custom code generator. I'm sure I might need to do something or mark something, or maybe make this do some interesting stuff or wherever, but for now I think this works for what I need. The remaining part is to flesh this out and at least write something that would basically like take the content of the embedded directories and then spew them into a new package. That will be probably, I may do that before the next stream and then talk about it when I stream again, or I may do it live on another stream. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. So, cheers. Hope you had fun, and au revoir.